my Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross-watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for this full moon in Libra to new moon in Taurus, kind of, sort of. We'll talk about it in a bit. April 2023. I'm your reader, fellow Earth sign Virgo that I am, Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. They are just my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, almost 25 years in service. May 1st, Beltane, woo, May Day. We will be 25 years old. We'll talk about it at the end of the video if you want to hang out for that part. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There's a version of it on Kindle. It's available. There's a link in the description box. You can click it, preview it for free, and see some of the principles, practices, prayers, and a lot. There's a lot in that book that has helped me get here, just sharing a little bit of what I love, and it's even in chakra chapters. So since chakras are in this reading, maybe you might find that of interest. But if you are going to go down in my description box at all, by all means, check out my Patreon. Really, I know I'm a little over the line with my Patreon because I love it so much, but it has set me free in a lot of different ways as a spiritual teacher. Professional intuitive. I've been reading tarot since I am 12 years old. I am 54, and I think Patreon has contributed to less crow's feet because there is no algorithm, there is no logarithm. What you subscribe for, you get. And at the moment, we have 8 different levels of subscription. Seeker, Human, Hero, Angel, Witch, Immortal, Mystic, God, Goddess is the top tier. They get everything that the platform that I offer there, but all of my subscribers get the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. They also get what's called a daily check-in, an unlisted YouTube live stream link so that they can chat with me every single morning, haven't missed a day in months, talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a little meditation, a little prayer, a little blessing, a little something to send us on our way. And it is my absolute favorite way to start the day. And yeah, I know it rhymes, and I'm okay with it now. It took me a while, but I'm okay with it. Spontaneous rhyme just happens all the time. But so much good stuff going on there. So if you want to check it out, if you want to come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Woo! And we've got a lovely community over there, and glad. Hi, my patrons. Love you all. But let's get down to biz real quick. Gotta do the explanation every single reading because of new people. Welcome, new people. An 8-card draw is just one card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about really anything. I use 8-card draws and other decks, etc. for clients all the time. But this time we are looking at a waning moon tide, a letting go, we're releasing the shadow work in a 2-week period from full to new. So let's talk about that real quickly-ish. The full moon in Libra, Thursday, 12:34 a.m., 1234. That's one of my numbers that shows me everything's in the divine timing, or as I like to call it, the golden timeline, and that is happening on April 6th, Thursday, April 6th, Eastern time, by the way, 1234 a.m. Then 2 weeks later, here's where it gets a little dicey, and you're involved, Taurians. The new moon, it is an eclipse on Thursday, 4/20. But it goes void, of course, at the exact same time that it goes new at 12:13 a.m. Eastern, right? So a little after midnight, yeah, it goes new, but then it also goes void. Which isn't great for magic, I'll say that. Then it goes into Taurus at 12:30 a.m., but then the sun goes into Taurus at 4:14 a.m., so if you just do the stuff in the morning, you'll catch the waxing side of that, and I will have the 5-card draws ready for those. Those are for the beautiful, new-to-full. This is the full to new, the shadow work, the releasing, the letting go, and that's why the cards that I've been guided to use shift every now and again. We do have a new one. We've got the Magical Herb Oracle as one of our 8 here, Sherilyn Darcy, Enchanting Secrets from the Garden, which is really cool. I just got it up at the Mystic Moon. Good God, Magic Moon. Can't believe I forgot the name. The Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs. Hey, Veronica. I love the staff there so much, and every time I visit family, I pick up a new oracle or something or other. So what we're looking at here is alchemy, is shadow work, is releasing, is letting go, which nobody likes doing, right? But necessary to shift you into a healthier timeline, what I call the golden timeline, depending on the alchemy. Now, the first card down, we're going to do the Caroline Myss archetype cards. MYSS, she's a PhD. I love her work. She's been very transformative and helpful as a spiritual teacher in my life. Never met her, don't need to, it's all good, whatever. But we're talking about the archetypes in the 8th chakra to start with, which shows you the pattern of alchemy, the percentage of where you are from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, because there are 3 atoms in between lead and gold on the periodic table. Those atoms cannot be created or destroyed, only changed, or in this case, released or alchemized. And that's what these readings are for, because every choice, every decision we make is either closer to lead or closer to gold. And these are things, contracts we signed up for before we came into this life and then totally forgot about it, right? So it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, check your other signs. Obviously, your moon sign's going to have a different, perhaps, lesson than your sun, your rising, or your Venus. Could all be different pieces of the same puzzle for you to clear the field so that come new moon, you will be able to nail that new moon in Taurus, your new moon, with clarity and a healthy seed, right? So I think that's about it. Oh, cross-watchers. This is important. Cross-watchers, the one you are cross-watching for, you will see what they are going through, and may you have the understanding, the sympathy and the empathy to help them along as needed. But if you actually apply some of this stuff to your own personal energy field, you will not just be helping the Taurus you're cross-watching for, but all the Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs currently incarnate. That's how unity works and how my guides rigged this thing so that as one of us heal, all of us heal in unity. I know it's a lot. So the shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point. Put both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. Stay here now. I'll do my best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace you need to shift to a more golden timeline for your well-being, for your loved ones, and really for all of life. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, the stakes aren't that big, are they? The way things are in the world at the moment. Still point. Why, thank you. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine. For the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, please, beloved ones, what is the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra for the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading, setting up the alchemy, the shadow work, shifting the electromagnetic dynamics of all the chakras underneath, shifting what they attract and what they repel, so they have the choice to no longer delay what cannot be prevented in their shadow work. And you've got the gossip. Now, I know you go straight to the lead on the gossip, but as toxic as anything sounds archetypally is as bright as it is, and vice versa. The angel archetype in its shadow is essentially a demon, right? So it's all neutral. Where are you on the scale? This is a creative family archetype. The gossip, so think of how it creates and how it destroys. The shadow attribute written on the card indicates the lead, the light attribute, the gold. So the lead of this thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betrays confidences. No bueno. Nope, not allowed to do that. That's the healing of that is the rite of confession, which is done in a sacred and confidential context, right? Confidences, betraying confidences. The light you're shooting for here awakens consideration for the feelings of others and honoring trust. I mean, can you imagine all the clients and all the confessions I've heard in my life if I actually went public with that stuff? First of all, I'd rather be nibbled by rats than violate my vows of confidentiality, which are blood vows I made to the gods a long time ago, right? So I was tired of people gossiping. So yeah, I hear it, but I do not spread it, right? So I am familiar. And remember, you can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Or maybe you're dealing with, somebody who is gossiping. It's a general read. So that's why we got 7 more cards to go. So right underneath that 8th chakra is the internal world, the feminine energy, the goddess energy, the heart, third eye, crown, internal dynamic, your creative intuition that nobody knows about unless you share or express it. Please take a nice deep breath. And throat chakra, right? Gossip. Still point. This feels good. I call upon my goddesses of earth, the sign of Taurus, powers of the north. Please, beloved goddesses of fixed earth, 4 cards in clarity for the... Oh, you know what? I'm doing these in the wrong order, but thank you. Got it. I just put them back in the wrong order. No, I'm doing this right. Third eye crown, 1 card in clarity. I think I might have just had a timeline crossover for the Taurus Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading. What's going on? Heart, third eye crown, to help them alchemize the gossip, this full to new. 8 of Pentacles, the learner. Worth it. Worth it. An earth element on the inside is about wisdom you have gained from the outside world, right? This is putting your head down. This is alchemizing this in the wisdom that you have, and because it's earth chakra, wisdom-based stuff you've experienced from the outside world, this cannot be taken from you. It's now part of the hardware, if you like, the internal hardware, not just software. Shadow work might be necessary here for sure, but there is a willingness to learn. So look, the gossip thing, look, I've always said celebrity gossip, that just comes with, right? And how much of it is true? We may never know, and that's fine, whatever. Oh, when we croak, I'm sure we'll hit the Akashic Records library and see what actually happened, right? And all of our questions will be answered, but then we won't care. But as we're still here incarnate on this, I would say in terms of what chakra does that relate to, I would say really heart and throat, because you got to feel and really take in the wisdom that you have already in here. But throat chakra, what are you going to do? Willpower, spit, swallow, or chew, right? You going to pass on the gossip? Are you going to confront the gossiper? Or are you just going to kind of, learn what you're learning on the inside? Let's see the lower 3 chakras, the yang energy, the masculine deal, right? From the outside looking in at you, or from the inside of you looking out at people, places, and things, relationships in the physical world, including your relationship to yourself, which is the solar plexus. Who do you want to be, and who don't you want to be? Please take a nice deep breath. Still, that 8 of Pentacles feels good. Still point. As I call upon my gods of earth, the sign of Taurus, powers of the north, please, beloved gods of fixed earth, 1 card in clarity for the Taurus Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. Lower 3 chakra dynamic, outside in, inside out, relationships in the world. What do they need to alchemize the gossip in the 8th with the learner on the inner, and 5 of Wands on the outer? Woo, conflict, probably conflict of wills, probably conflict, and because it is the 5 of Wands, it could be solar plexus, conflict within your own personal power structure, ethics, solar plexus, honor code, what you do, what you don't, what you will, what you want. You can feel it in your solar plexus. It's not all thinky, it's very feely, moment to moment. 2nd chakra, this could be about somebody gossiping to you gossiping to another individual, confidence has been betrayed, could be something from the past that is replaying or coming up for you in the shadow work, and certainly that could be root chakra, the grapevine. Grapevine, from how gossip goes. And from Terry Pratchett, I'm sure he extrapolated on it. Everything I really needed to learn about life and witchcraft I learned from the Discworld novels of Terry Pratchett. A rumor, a lie can run around the world before the truth even has its boots on, right? Or some paraphrasing of that. So look at what's going on in the world, just in terms of false information and betrayal of confidences in governments. And, you know, if we see it in the outside world, yes, we spot it, we got it to an extent, although that's a little simplistic. We can alchemize this within ourselves, as within, so without, as above, so below, and all that jazz. You getting it? Let's remove some obstacles. Those three atoms in between lead and gold with the whispers of Lord Ganesha from Angela Hartfield. I love Lord Ganesh, the elephant-headed Hindu god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles. I've been cultivating that relationship for decades. So this is a wonderful deck and gives you a nice clue, tip, and hint because he's rarely brutal. Even though he's an elephant. Very, very peaceful. Well, let's see what he's got to say. Please take a nice deep breath. And very fixed earth element, right? Bull, elephant, still point. And that wave of compassion. As I call upon the beloved Lord Ganesha, please, beloved God of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles, one card in clarity for the Taurus Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your wisdom, your clue, your tip, your hint, your oracle message for the Taurus Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers, helping them, making sure these are all going the right way. Alchemizing the gossip in the 8th, with the learner on the inner, 5 of Wands on the outer, this full to new. Insight. Oh, I think this is the third eye card. This is beautiful, this deck. This is Blue Angel Publishing. I love their work. I still think I would work Blue Angel if I ever made a tarot or oracle dealio. Let me read this from the Bookie Book, card number 26, Insight. Okay, it's just a page. It's not terribly long, so breathe in the Ganesha Insight to remove some obstacles of the gossip. Oh boy. Insight. Your inner compass knows the key to your true happiness. Ganesha is focusing attention to your third eye chakra. He is acknowledging that you are in a phase where you can grow and expand your consciousness. Intuition is the voice of the spirit and soul. It can be heard when you are in a state of calm, like still point, which is what that spell does. You have the ability to tune into a strong, clear connection. The guidance you receive from the divine can always be trusted. The intuitive insights you receive speak to you about things that directly affect your life, relationships, and personal process. You may find that your intuition grows and becomes clearer the more you tune in and follow it. The more you clear the third eye chakra energy space and practice using your intuition, the more clearly you will see in every way. Indigo blue is the color for the third eye chakra. When the third eye chakra is in balance, you are self-realized. You will find that you live in harmony with your expanded true self and with people who interact with you in your life. This does not mean that you will never have problems, but rather that you look at them with a different perspective. You may find that you are charismatic, empathic, and highly intuitive. You are intelligent with a good imagination and accurate perceptions. All right, so doesn't that shift this 8 of Pentacles really up into the third eye? It kind of sort of does, right? Because it's the wisdom, what you've learned, that you may be mentally metabolizing and working on here. I would think the next card, the mantra, then, would be helpful. The Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck, they're in all of my readings because this is not a divinatory tool. Like Carolyn May's archetype cards, they are healing systems. And these work if you work them. And I would think, particularly with 8 of Pentacles on the inner and Insight as your obstacle remover, in terms of gossip, something that you can chant silently that no one else knows is going on. That's a witch for you. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the ascended masters of creativity and creation, this is, after all, a creative family archetype. The perfect healing mantra, please, for the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. The perfect healing mantra to help them alchemize the gossip in the 8th, learner on the inner, 5 of wands on the outer, removing obstacles with intuitive third eye insight. This full to new. Sharing shame. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. This is a verbalization. Watch who you confess to. Here's the difference. Here's why I'm so big on this topic, by the way. A confession is done under sacred context. It is the practice of the throat chakra. Now, I was raised Roman Catholic. I went through the whole process to an extent. Obviously, I'm a witch and did not complete the journey there. But certainly, it is a very psychological thing, therapy, right? A conversation. But the difference between those two, gossip and confession, is sacred context. And that's why these very cords that I wear in every single reading hold within me my vows to the divine to keep confidential information confidential. It's what allows me to do what I do. It's called ethics, right? So finding a way to do this in a way that is healthy and supportive for you is probably what this is about. And remember, you can do it in prayer, meditation first before, well, have I got stories? And I will tell those stories, but I will change the names and write it as a novel series. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, pagan, magical, woo land novel. Shall we? Let's share some shame. Share. Whoa. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. I don't need this for that. When shame is shared, cycles of victimhood are permitted to heal as you find the courage to speak your truth. It's what's going on planet Earth. Since abuse and neglect can only be perpetuated in silence, it is your willingness to step forward and share your life story that helps transform each wound and inspire others to be set free. Once your shame is shared, you are able to honor yourself with the heightened encouragement, worthiness, and validation that you deserve to receive. This mantra is ideal for revisiting past traumas, expressing your inner child, and finding self-acceptance. And I think that key of insight here, that's really it. You gotta really, before you share shame with somebody, you gotta know on some level that you'll be fine no matter what, because people are gonna do what people are gonna do, but that you can only do your best. And, it's a creative family archetype. So telling your story nowadays isn't just necessarily about a one-on-one thing. This could go into art. This could go into anything that you do. To share what's happened to you, perhaps about a conflict, but probably a conflict of wills, more of a tug of war. And that could be social, right? Just what the world is going through right now. It's just nuts, right? So as you heal this within yourself, just know you're healing it in the world. And it's little by little. It's a 2-week period. So let's call in some reinforcements. Divine Animals Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Rockpool Publishing, same as Magical Herb Oracle that comes after this. The Animal Pantheon, you always have spirit animals and totems with you, always. Everybody does. So, might as well ask them which ones and how to help take the journey, right? Like He-Man and Battle Cat. Superboy and Crypto, regardless of the currency. Please take a nice deep breath. Sorry, I'm keeping an eye on my Taurus kitten, Melchior. I see you. I've got my eyes on you, cat. He's literally right behind the camera. Please take a nice deep breath. He's right on cue, though, ain't he? If this is the Black Cat card, I'll scream. Still point. Oh. Call to the beloved pantheons of the animal kingdom. Oh, the spirit animals and totems for the Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. Please, what is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message? Who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, the Taurus and the cross watchers, giving them the guidance, the grace, the support, the power, the love, and the oracle message to help them alchemize gossip in the 8th, learner on the inner, in the inner, 5 of flames on the outer, insight, removing obstacles in the 3rd eye, sharing shame, this full to new. Ooh, the peregrine falcon. Does that say observation? No shit. Oh my god. I love my work. Well, I love my guides. They put the right cards in my hand. I just read the books and do what they tell me. Card number 25, the Miss Peregrine and Falcon. And obviously this has got a very Egyptian Horus vibe. The question before us is, where is the Horus? Peregrine falcon. Yeah, observation is the key word. Take a step back and simply observe a situation. Listen and watch before you decide on a course of action, as acting rashly will not serve you in your current situation. Soft of eye and light of touch, speak ye little, listen much. You are being supported by powerful forces. Do not fear, you are protected. Yes, which work. Let's look at the magic. The primary magic of the peregrine is one of protection. Oh, ringing in my right ear, big time. The energy is one of an all-seeing observer and protector on high. Work with peregrine magic when you need some powerful safeguarding or support. The other element I love about working with peregrine energy is the wise observational quality it provides. When you need to make a decision about a situation and need to have more information to do so, I don't know, like insight maybe, it could be, this animal will help you see the full view and to be patient about the gathering of intelligence. Wow. That's so right on. See, it's holographic. Boogie, oogie, oogie. It tickles me still. I mean, I've been reading tarot since I'm 12 years old. Yeah, I know, I'm 54. They want to look at me. But it still tickles me when it lines up that way. Because it is an intuitive process. Yes, up here, obviously, but earth signs, we can feel it kinesthetically. We can literally feel it in our physical bodies. Just sort of the best part of it, in my opinion. So, the new one, the new member to the Drawing the Circle Productions Divinatory Squad, the magical herb oracle, Enchanting Secrets from the Garden, Sherilyn Darcy. Now, these cards are gorgeous. They do give you a keyword along with the herb itself, but we're going to read it from the bookie book, which is not overwritten at all. All right, here we go. I already have consecrated and dedicated this deck to my beloved Archangel Ariel, and you'll hear why in the prayer if you're new. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, right on time, Melchior. Beloved Archangel of the North, the Archangel of Lyons, the Archangel of Nature, the Archangel of Wealth, one of the Archangels of the North, and my beloved Archangel herself, the Lioness of God. One card in clarity, please, for the Taurus Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading. The Herbal Oracle magical message to help them alchemize the gossip. If it's lobelia, I will pee myself. The gossip in the 8th, learner on the inner, 5 of wands on the outer, insight removing obstacles, sharing shame. Because when they share their deepest pain, they give themselves permission to be with that peregrine falcon observation. Potent ancient magic there for them. So please, what is your guidance, your grace, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message to help the Taurus and the cross watchers this full to new? Where's it written? Oh, because it's outside, sorry. Brand new. Second time using them. Open is the key word. Oh, it's yarrow. Card number 28. Yarrow. Grows all over the place, wild on Long Island. So, just saying. You may not be from Long Island, but yarrow. Grows in lawns, yarrow. It's got a touch of the I Ching vibe in there, too. Card number 28. There is a lot of information in here, but thankfully, they break it down into the divinatory meaning, but then they give, like, a lot of information. So the key word here is open. All right, yarrow, oracle meaning. There is a new beginning on the horizon and the possibility of a lot of different energies coming together to make this happen. Okay, cooperation is needed and you could play a pivotal role or hold the key to releasing the energy required. New ideas, inspirations, and creative solutions are forthcoming. Those who work in creative art fields will find this to be a very busy and fruitful time. Personal growth and enthusiasm are supported at the moment, and it could even be a time of birth in any form. Well, I would say, with the informational line that we have here in a shadow read, that yes, you are obviously headed towards a new moon, planting a new seed, a new beginning here, but that openness. Now, how open are you about sharing your shame? Follow your intuition. Step back. Observe. See from a higher place. Because remember, you can always confess in prayer, right? Prayer, meditation, spell work. I mean, write it on a Post-it and burn it, right? Do what you gotta do to release. But I like that idea of yarrow. And by the way, it goes into the medicinal and the magical properties in the book as well, but for divinatory purposes. Oh, I think that makes sense. And wait a minute, opening the third eye, right? For observation. Like, got it. Mileage may vary. Mileage may vary indeed. Last card down, the hidden blessing. I love this. I love this part. The Blessed Bee, from Lucy Cavendish. The gold hidden within the lead. It's already there. The blessing that's already in play, but we can't see it usually until we've done the work, right? Location, location, location. So let's ask the pantheons of all pantheons. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call to the pantheons of all pantheons, please, a delegation from all traditions, lineages, and cultures for the Taurus Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Watching this video, receiving, drawn to this reading, what is the gold hidden within the lead? The hidden blessing, should they just do their best to alchemize the gossip in the eighth, learner on the inner, Five of Wands on the outer, with Ganesh insight, sharing shame, perhaps after observation, and opening up, but maybe even opening that third eye, so that they can open up about what they are feeling, sharing shame, giving themselves permission to be. Should they do that to the best of their ability? Where are they headed in the golden timeline? The hidden blessing for the Taurus and the cross watchers this full to new. A blessing to lift sadness. A blessing to lift sadness. Card number 30. Is that a 30? No. Oh, yeah, no. Sometimes they make them curly Q5s. They look alike. They do. Tell me. Prove me wrong. Card number 30. Yeah. Sadder but wiser in that Eight of Pentacles. We do these for real. Please take a nice deep breath. still point. Pantheons of all pantheons, please transmit. A blessing to lift sadness. A blessing to lift the sadness that cloaks you, yet retain the wisdom and lesson it has come to teach you. Sadness is a strange friend, a gloomy mist of feelings that moves through you slowly, softly stilling the growth and dampening the fire within. It can feel like a death, this farewell to joy, yet within its sorrow, there await for you great gifts. So when the time comes for sadness to move on, we ask for this blessing to allow it to slowly, softly lift from you, a diver who has been down deep beneath the oceans. And as you rise, may it be slow enough so you can adjust to the happiness that will begin to flower again in your heart. May your breath become deeper, your smile begin to light up your face again. May your eyes widen and sparkle with the wonder of all that is about you. And may your limbs find joy in movement once again. May you rise. And with that rising, bring with you the teachings of the sadness you have experienced, yet be free from the heaviness that has weighed you down so far below that you seemed apart from other people. May you rejoin others and find pleasure in company once again and find solace in the sharing of your experiences. May you not hate the sorrow that came to stay a while, but know its presence brought you something holy, a lasting compassion for the sufferings of others, and the sure knowledge that as you once went below, you shall surely rise. And if it comes to stay again, you will not fear its permanence, for it is temporary in its companionship, and you will again become a creature of gladness, to balance the time you have spent within the cave of sorrowful knowledge. Be blessed as the sadness lifts. And when that morning breaks and you feel light and glad and laughter bubbles up from within, remember that the wheel turns. And take the joy and shine it out to the world. Your candle is relit, friend. It is time to brighten all who meet you with the presence of your light. Blessed be. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So motivate. And so it is. That is a lot. And that made a lot of sense. Look, if it helped, if it clicked, hit the thumbs up. Helps other Tauruses and crosswatchers find the reading. And this, I could see a lot of people going through on the planet right now. And it shifts the algorithm and all of that stuff. But I don't deal with algorithms. Patreon, that's why I love it so much. Part of why I love it so much. Because I am doing the best that I can in this world to do what I incarnated to do in my own shadow work, and out of that shadow work comes a great deal of light in life, particularly in the morning check-ins that we do there. So if you would like to take that deeper dive, just go click the link and have a look at the menu I'm offering. Rumor has it Patreon might be adding a free subscription button, and that's the case. I would do the daily live streams, the daily check-ins with that, so go check it out if you find yourself so intuitively drawn. My Taurus bulls, but more importantly, 25 years drawing the circle productions. I've been charging $100 an hour for spiritual counseling and readings, all of that time, party, one-on-one, face-to-face Zoom, all of that. Well, the 1st of May 2023, I am upping my prices. I am changing things. So there is a link in the description box to a video called Booking a Reading with Mal, which will be redone before that time. So if you want to get me for the $100 an hour, you can do so. Just book it before May 1st. Even if it's after May 1st, book it before May 1st. I will certainly acknowledge and take out that price. That's really, really good. But even more important than that, I know what it's like to be gossiped about, and that's why I don't gossip. But as a witch, professionally, it comes with the job. People are gonna say shit when they're gonna say shit, and it's more about them than us. So do your best and be blessed, and reach out if you need some help, because I'm good at this shit. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed. Do the shadow work, my beloveds. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.